So I just got bitten by a bunch of mosquitoes. Like, I just had like 5 to 10 mosquitoes the size of a fruit fly around me. And it bit me. And it turned out really swollen. And this is the result. You know, when Mexican men break into your house, forcing you to accept their services, this is what happens. It's really discolored and everything. It's really itchy. And it bit my other hand. It bit my other hand. It bit both of them. And I think that this is 2, 3, 5 different types of diseases that are overtaking my hand right now. And they bit my face. They bit my face. So my face is like really messed up right now. And I'm not gonna take a picture of my face. But yeah, I ran out of disinfectant spray. And Italian people are gonna cuss out my mom if she buys another one. Mexican, Italian people, European people, Chinese people are gonna yell at my mom if she buys another one. But she said she'll try to get me another one. But they might put me in jail if I get another one. But just get it, man. Just get it. Just buy me another one. I don't care. Just buy it. Just buy it. And but you guys, if you guys have this problem, putting some mouthwash on it might really help out a lot. Mouthwash on bug bites might really help out a lot. So like Listerine, Crest mouthwash might help out a lot. And go ahead and let it sit on your mouthwash, sit on your hand about like 5-10 minutes, you know, and then just wash it off. You can also use dish soap. Go ahead and use dish soap. Go ahead and let your bug bite sit on dish soap for about like, I don't know, maybe even an hour. Maybe an hour is too long. Maybe like 10 minutes, half an hour. You can do an hour if you want, but it depends. It depends, you know, how smart you are about using soap. But anyways, you can use mouthwash to soothe your pain. Mouthwash, maybe even toothpaste, dish soap. Yeah, guys. There's literally so many of those bugs in my house. I don't know how to get rid of them. I don't know how to get rid of them. I have a problem. Oh, another one just flew by my face right now. Mosquito. Dude, no one ever told anyone this, but mosquitoes can be pretty dang small, dude. Everybody keeps on thinking they're like 1 inch or 2 inches big, but those things can grow up to be like as small as a fruit fly. Even smaller than a fruit fly, dude. Like, those mosquitoes can be smaller than a fruit fly, dude. And a mosquito can be like a hybrid between a mosquito and a bumblebee. It was so crazy. I caught one. And I saw its body. I thought it was going to be a fruit fly, but it was a mosquito with like a bumblebee butt. It was fucking deadly, and it was like the size of a fruit fly, dude. Smaller than that. It was the size of a flea. It was so dang small, dude. It was crazy how I was able to catch it. Anyways, guys, is there anyone who can, like, I don't know, because I just don't have money. I don't have any money. And I need bug spray. But I can't get it. I just can't get any money. So, yeah, the only thing I have is, like, dish soap and mouthwash right now. My face is so itchy. It's fucking huge. It's gonna take me a while to heal from this. It takes sometimes, if you guys don't use soap, if you guys don't use medicine, a mosquito bite, a bug bite can stay poisonous in your body forever. You might not ever heal from it if you don't use medicine. So if you get a bug bite, go ahead and cure yourself immediately of that. You should definitely keep a bottle of, like, menthol, okay? Of fresh mint, okay? Of fresh mint. We don't really want to call it mouthwash, but you can. A fresh mint of menthol, of mouthwash, and go ahead and clean this out. And the reason why it works is because when a mosquito bites you, it injects its spit and its saliva under your skin, and then it becomes poisonous, and then it spreads because it's a type of, like, liquid is poison, but also bacteria inside your skin. So you can use mouthwash to cure your bug bites because it has its saliva in it, and the mosquito bite will be cured. So when you guys use mouthwash, menthol, and mint to cure your hand, you have to constantly reapply it every single minute, every single second, every single hour, every single day, every single week for like a couple of months until it fully heals. Okay, you have to do that. It's good to keep a bottle of mouthwash and then just keep it labeled, for like, for like other uses other than mouthwash, because you don't want to spread your boogerous spit and saliva into whatever your mouthwash is. It's good to keep it separate because your mouth is full of bugs. It's full of boogers. Saliva and spit is a type of booger. It's super evil. It's alive, and it's gonna dig under your skin and live there forever, dude. Don't cross-contaminate. If I were you guys, it would be really, really smart to buy, like, mouthwash, right? And then buy, like, disposable paper cups, and then just pour it in there every single time into a paper cup, and then just reapply it that way so that you don't cross-contaminate saliva, because that thing, dude, can travel really fast. Guys, booger and saliva can travel really fast, and it can multiply and spread really fast. You know how a red blood cell, which is actually evil, it's a bug, it's a type of bug, okay? A red blood cell can travel throughout your body 8 times within a second. Well, a single drop, the smallest drop of a booger, of like a spit, okay, it can engulf your entire room within a fucking second. That's what God told me. So you have to be really careful about cross-contamination because boogers are really, really evil. Oh yeah, you guys, I know that this is really good advice, okay, but a lot of people are going to protest against it because they want to kill you, and they want you to die, and they want you to suffer because we live in an evil world, okay? But you have to drink soap. You have to eat soap. You have to eat toothpaste. You have to eat medicine every single time you drink water. Okay? When you drink water without a cure, a booger, okay, okay, likes water. A booger can use water for many different reasons. It's like it can use water and turn it into acid and to increase its volume and body size really fast. Boogers and spit and saliva live on water. Pure water, okay, is not very damaging to boogers and to spit. Okay? When you drink water every single time, be it soup, if it's Coca-Cola, if it's fruit juice, you always have to have soap in it. Disinfectant spray, bug spray, toothpaste, you have to always have it in there, because if you don't, see, my spit just choked me. You know how you choke on your own spit? It's because the bugs do that shit to you. They're attacking you. It's trying to stop me from giving you guys the answer. You have to drink soap every single time so that when the boogers and the spit try to harvest your saliva, that it hurts the booger and the spit. You have to do that. Okay? So let me explain to you guys a couple of recipes. Okay, so this is Kool-Aid. Okay, this is like an off-brand type of Kool-Aid. And, I'm sorry, Sora is talking to me. Who's Dylan? Go ahead. Dylan's talking about how it's like the color of like blood right now, but especially period blood. It's because Dylan is saying a bunch of perverts just want it to be color of period blood for some reason. And that's all he wanted to say. It's gonna look like it. But anyways, it used to be a different color. But anyways, you guys can actually just drop like a pea size of soap. Okay? Like a corn. Like a piece of corn, like a nugget, a cup of corn, just a pea size. Into like a bottle of water this big. And you can drop in, like a pea size, a corn sized of toothpaste, of disinfectant spray, just mix it up. Okay, see, there's soap in there. Okay, just mix it up. And then afterwards, add in like a quarter, maybe a little less than that, of Kool-Aid, and then mix it with water. And then you have a formula of drink that's gonna kill your booger and your spit and your saliva. And you have to do this every single time, because spit and boogers are extremely vicious. They're so evil. They're so evil, you guys. They live in the caves of your skin, your pores. You don't want to let them do that. And they like drinking water. They like eating soup. Okay? So, my best advice to you guys is that every single time any body of water you drink soup, okay? Kool-Aid, Capri Sun, Coca-Cola. It's best for you guys to pour it in a cup and to a non-reusable cup, so a one-time use cup, okay? That's what Dylan said. And then you have to, and then you have to mix it up, and then that's it. It's really important. And on top of which, it's going to clean out your brain. It's going to clean out your organs of all of those little microscopic bugs that are so evil to you. You know, that's making your nose big. That's stretching out your pores. That's making you go blind. That's ruining your memory. It's hard for you to remember because bugs are telepathic. They can read your mind. They want to stop you from thinking. They don't want you to think. Okay? But anyways, I have another recipe for you guys, okay? It's called peppermint coffee. Peppermint coffee is so delicious, dude. You can actually mix toothpaste with coffee. If you mix toothpaste with coffee, you know, you have a peppermint coffee, and a peppermint coffee is going to be really good for you, especially for the holiday season. If you like flavored drinks, you know, I think that it is better for you to buy corporate American products, you know, in the one nation under God, you know, like powdered drinks, like Kool-Aid, like coffee, powdered coffee, stuff like that. And then just to mix it with toothpaste, and it goes well with drinks. Toothpaste goes really well with drinks. But peppermint coffee, it's one of my current obsessions right now. I like drinking coffee with toothpaste because it has like a holiday spirit to it. It has like this like peppermint coffee like refreshness to it. It's really really nice. And you can put in just a dash of dish soap. And if you put in enough powder, enough of those like, you know, powders made by God for drinks, it will cover up the soap flavor, and you won't even notice it. Okay? But I like to put in a lot of toothpaste. I like to put in like I would say about like, I don't know. I just guesstimate. I just squeeze it out and then it just comes out. Like an inch or 2 inch of squeeze from the tube. An inch or two. About. And then like a pea size, like a 1/4 inch. A little less than that of soap. And yeah, so anyways, if you guys mix in enough powder with toothpaste and soap, then you won't even taste the soap. So peppermint coffee, delicious. Peppermint fruit juice, delicious. Okay? If you guys don't add in enough powder, it's gonna taste really bad and it might make you gag. But at the same time, you know, it's gonna be even more healthy for you, kind of. And the reason why is because the formula of the cleansers and the medicine is so dense that it's going to cure your body a lot faster and a lot more when it is that condensed and that type of purified type of like soap and medicine. Okay? Oh yeah, you guys don't tell people, don't let people find out because they're gonna riot. Mexican people are gonna fucking riot. If you eat Tylenol today, Cho, we're gonna riot. We're gonna fucking riot. And then my friend was like, All right, we're gonna end the phone call right here. I'm calling the police. And then they all got deported. But, and then some Mexican guy just pedophilically. He's such a fucking baby. He's such a fucking man child who's about a fucking riot on the fucking streets. So proud of himself how mad he fucking got. But anyways, yeah, there's a reason why he can't go back to Mexico, you guys. And the reason why is because everyone in Mexico is exactly like him. Everyone in Mexico is gonna fucking riot. That's why he can't go back to Mexico. Oh, are you crying now? He came to America because there's a little bit of peace here, a little bit of quiet, a little bit of mind your own damn fucking business. You don't need to know what I'm up to, and I don't need to know what you're up to, and that's it. Leave me the fuck alone. But in Mexico, dude, they riot over the dumbest shit. Oh, you ate a French fry? Well, now there's gonna be 5,000 farmers in front of your fucking McDonald's. They riot really fucking hard, you guys. That's why they can't go back to Mexico, because everyone in Mexico is exactly like themselves. And they hate that shit. They hate that shit more than anything. And what they want more than anything is to hang out with someone who isn't fucking Mexican. Always remember that shit. Always remember that shit. It was a word of God. It was a lesson that came from God itself. And that's the fucking truth. And you'll notice, is Alessio hanging out with Mexican guys? No, he's not. He's not. He's hanging out with someone that's not Mexican. Is Fabio hanging out with someone that's Mexican? No, he's not. No, he's not. He's trying to hang out with someone that's not Mexican. Lionfield Music, they don't get along with each other. They don't. Okay? It takes a lot. It takes a lot for them to be together to make it seem like it, but they don't. How long has it been? How long has it been, you guys? And they still haven't hung out with each other. They message each other on the phone. For Thanksgiving, for Christmas, Alessio, Fabio, Lionfield Music, Carlo, they all talk to each other for the holidays. If you guys saw that video, they made a collaboration. They still didn't make a video with each other in it. It's because they don't want to hang out with each other. They're just trying to make it seem like Mexican people are cool with each other because that's what they want to believe. They're delusional. When the truth is that they just can't go back to Mexico, man. They just can't go back to Mexico, man. You don't know how hard life is there, man. You don't know how hard it is to be me. My father left me, man. So anyways, they're just kind of like that, dude. They're like, they just can't go back to Mexico because everyone there is exactly like them. Okay? Is there, other than that, do you guys know any Mexican duo or group of men that hang out with each other? Do you even know? Do you know anyone besides Lionfield Music? Is there anyone? I don't know any Mexican people that actually group up and hang out because I don't. Because I don't. I don't know. Not even at school. Not even at school. I don't talk to them. I don't. They're always trying to talk to me. They're always trying to talk to me. They're always trying to talk to non-Mexican people, sorry. They're always trying to talk to non-Mexican people. And, dude, I just got bit again by another mosquito. I think like 3 times. They're trying to riot. Don't worry, I have the cure. So anyways, If I knew a group of Mexican men that actually hang out with each other, if I knew, I would let you guys know. But the truth is that I went to school with 90 Mexican children that graduated at my school. Elementary school, 90 Mexican children at one elementary school, one grade. And there were only 5 kids at my school that just weren't Mexican. And that's actually kind of the truth. It was that bad, you guys. It was really fucking bad. There were so many Mexican kids at my school that like a bunch of the kids just moved to a different school. They were fucking crazy, man. Talking about how they know second graders that get pregnant, and they're so proud of that. Okay? I went to school with those people, and fast forward to the future, the truth is that they just did not grow up to have lifelong friends. They don't have a meaningful life. They don't have meaningful relationships. No one at my school ever did. The Mexican people never. Never, ever, ever. Because they're mean. All they like is fucking milk. You know how hard Mexican kids go for milk at school? They love something that'll die faster than a fucking day. You know how fast milk fucking die? Do you know how fast milk fucking die? That shit expires so fucking fast. And they love that shit more than you, your damn kids, your parents, your family, your friends. They will die. They will die on fucking camera for the whole world to see how much they love fucking spaghetti. And not your damn fucking kids. They don't give a fuck about your kids. They like the brownies. If your kid not eating the brownie, if your kid eating a golden white colored chicken nugget, if your kid like white and your kid don't like fucking brown like Mexican, they will get fucking murdered. And that's what Alessio is saying. That's what Lionfeld Music is saying. They don't like fucking vegetables because it's yellow like white people. It's green like white people. It's orange like their hair, and it's not like a chocolate like their eyes and their hair. Okay? They love milk more than anything, and milk died faster than a fucking day. And that's how their relationship with everyone in the world is gonna be. Their relationship with everyone in the world is gonna die faster than a fucking day. And that goes and that goes with other Mexican people too. Their relationship with humanity will never fucking live. It never fucking will. It's always gonna fucking die. So anyways, and they have this thing, like Mexican people have like this disgusting thing, God and heaven keep complaining, where they keep saying things like, dude, Mexican people are so fucking disgusting about popularity contests. It's so fucking disgusting. Do you know how hard Mexican people tried to push this narrative where Zach Fair is the most important person in the world because he's a Mexican guy with black hair and blue eyes? Like, he's so fucking popular, so innocent, so fucking good looking. He's better than everyone. He's better than Cloud, Aerith, Tifa. He's better than everyone. He's the best character out there. Probably better than Biggs. Why? Because he's white-skinned, black-haired, blue-eyed. That's their image of a good Mexican. But Zach's not Mexican. He's Asian. He's like white Asian. Biggs is Mexican. They chose someone who is not Mexican to be their supreme leader. I guess. Because they just don't like Mexican people. And they don't realize it. They can't realize it because they're super delusional. But kids, when you go to school, Every single time you go to school, always remember this. The kids that are bullying you and hating on you the fucking most, they're not friends with each other. All of those Mexican kids, they are not friends with each other. They're just an angry fucking mob that came here to colonize everyone. There's a mosquito that tried to attack me. That came here to try to colonize everyone so that they can become God of this world. So that finally someone will actually show them how to fucking love them, take care of them, be good to them, because you couldn't fucking do it. And you never fucking will, because you never gave a fuck about them. Those Mexican kids at your school are going to grow up without any friends and family that are going to care about them. No one's ever going to care about them. And God hates Mexican people the most. And you have to remember that. In Kingdom Hearts, always remember that. Didn't I tell you I don't like Mexican people? I told you. I told you in the White House. And I told you in Kingdom Hearts. I don't like Mexican people. God hates Mexican people the most, and they will never be forgiven for who they are, how much they fucking love milk more than your damn kids. That shit's fucking disgusting. And they're always gonna be like that. They're never gonna fucking change. Okay? But there are people who hate God more than Mexican people, so they're gonna help Mexican people out. Okay? Do they like each other? No, they don't. They don't like each other. But there are people like Napoleon Dynamite, vote for Pedro. Okay? Like the European Union, you're so racist. The racist Karen is ready to pounce on the American man. Is he tip or is he not going to tip? $5 on a 20 bill check. He's fucking poor and he's fucking racist. He should have tipped 50% if he really cared about Mexican people and illegal immigrants. Stuff like that. Okay? Content machine, he's letting you know. They're letting you know. So, anyways, the racist Karen, the United Kingdom, Europe, France, Italy, they're going to help Mexican people or hurt American people and God no matter what. Do they like each other? No. They're just evil and they just hate God because they're just made out of hatred. It's just who they are. They don't want to care about anyone. They don't. They just want to hate you forever, and that's just who they are. That's what they're made out of. They're made out of hatred. So, anyways, you will always see Mexican people beg people for attention. Like Fabio's always begging white people for attention, dude. White American celebrities, all of them are. All of them are begging for attention. Okay? They're gonna grow up to not have any fucking friends. Are they gonna have angry mobsters just attack people just because they want to fucking riot? Yeah. Can we take care of it? Yeah. Especially if you believe in God. That guy is so funny, dude. God is so freaking funny. But anyways, yeah, so that guy was trying to act all American and everything because he likes the American personality. And he don't want to go back to Mexico because no one is like him. No one in Mexico is like that cute white guy. That nice, cute, handsome, rich white guy. He's so nice. He's so cute and he's so innocent. No one back in Mexico. Oh, that's a mosquito. That's a mosquito. Okay, caught it on camera. No one in Mexico is like that white American man. That's all you need to fucking know. They're here because we're not like them. They're here because they like us, but we don't like them, and they don't even like themselves. You always have to remember that, and all of them are gay, anyways. Anyways, those mosquitoes and flies, they know how to talk English, dude. They know how to speak English. They were talking to me like a Mexican police officer. Tomate! 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 And the mosquito was saying that over and over and over. And then Alex was like, all right, you guys are going back to Mexico. So he teleported those mosquitoes back to Mexico where they don't have any fucking houses. Because mosquitoes and flies and bugs, they really like living in houses. Mexico, they don't have houses. Okay? And there's this propaganda thing where Africa is actually not a real country, you guys. You know, Africa right under Europe, that's actually Mexico. And we had to make it seem like Mexico was under America because they just wanted to invade the whole world. So they're under Mexico, they're under Europe, they're under America. We all live on stolen land. Dumb fucks. So anyways, they just pull that trick all the fucking time. But Mexico actually does not exist under America because God never allowed it to happen. Okay? In history class, if you learned it, okay, which is mostly taught in elementary schools and not really middle school and high school. It can be taught in high school, but it's mostly only taught in elementary school. Okay, so what happened is that Christopher Columbus, okay, he got on a boat and he sailed to India. And India was just right under Europe. It was not Africa. Africa is just propaganda. Okay, they just wanted low class people just to have an excuse to treat them badly. Okay, but in this world, oh, not necessarily true. Yeah, okay. But Africa is just not a real country in this world. It is just a made up concept by God. Okay, in this world, most black people are actually God's people. Okay, that's why black people are so smart. They're so nice. They seem so nice. They seem so like funny and so artistic. Is because they're actually God's people who transform themselves and recolor themselves to have dark skin. So like Rihanna, she's actually just white. Beyonce, she's actually just white. Um, I don't remember any of the darker skinned people, but like Glorilla, she's actually just white. Okay? Do evil black people exist? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. But you have to live in the shadow realm, in a separate realm, in a separate reality, in a separate dimension in order to meet them. Because God will not allow for evil black people to live in a world with God's people who are muggles. Because God's people are muggles, God did not allow for evil black people to live here, but they do exist. Okay? So for that reason, Africa is not real here, although it could have been, but it's not. Okay? So what's happening is that when all black not necessarily all of them, but most black people in Hollywood are actually like like Kanye West, he's actually white. Like Lil Jon, Lil Wayne, they're actually white, even though they're black. Okay? So, anyways, in history class, Columbus, he sailed south to India to pick up a bunch of Mexicans. Okay, India is actually Mexico. Okay? There's India and Mexico are both kind of like similarly shaped, right? Because they just want to do that. India wants to live under China. Mexico wants to live under America. And Africa wants to live under Europe. Okay, but all of them are actually Mexico. Okay, but Mexico, which is under America, does not actually exist. God lied. It is not real. So Christopher Columbus traveled to India and to Mexico, and then they brought him over to America just to call God fucking racist. And that's it. Just to hurt God. And so there are going to be people who are going to support Mexican people, like Europeans, who are actually not white. Okay, so Europeans are actually not white, is what God said. I don't know what they are or who they are. Okay, but like, I don't know, founding fathers, you would think they're white. They're not white. They're tan skinned with white hair. That does not make them white. So, anyways, I can't remember where I'm going with this. But, they don't want to go back to Mexico. Okay? I can't remember what I was going to say. Can someone remind me what I was going to say? Yeah, well, anyways, they don't want to go back to Mexico because there are too many people back there that are like themselves, another Mexican. And they can't stand that shit. They hate people that want to riot all the fucking time. They want to hang out with a nice, cute white guy who's just polite all the time. Who does the right thing, who chooses to do the right thing. But they're not going to do it. They're not going to choose to do the right thing because they're just evil. But anyways, yeah, white people hang out with each other all the time. Of course they do. They hang out with their parents. They hang out with their kids. Dang, dude. It's crazy how many people want to hang out with white people, and white people are like, I have a family to hang out with, dude. Go hang out with your family, dude. You love kids, don't you? Don't you have kids? Go hang out with your kids, dude. What the fuck? Dang. They don't give a fuck about their kids. But anyways, yeah, so those mosquitoes, they were speaking Mexican, got teleported with magic back to Mexico. They don't want to live in Mexico because they don't have houses. Okay, so now I remember. So what's happening is that you know how Africa, they don't really have houses, and like they just live in like the middle of nowhere, and they don't have farms, they don't have crops, and all they have is like parasites and bugs running around. They only have like elephants, tigers, not tigers, that's God's animal, like elephants, rhinos, They have like monkeys, stuff like that, parasites, starvation, disease, hunger. Okay, that's actually Mexico. You know how they always say, oh, okay, well, Africa has the Zika virus, Africa has malaria, Africa now has polio again when we finally eradicated polio. Africa now has coronavirus. Africa now has SARS. Africa has the swine flu. Africa has H1N1. They keep saying all of those are the same diseases. Not, they're different. H1N1, swine flu, and SARS. They keep saying, oh, it's the same disease. It's the same. No, it's not. It's different. Okay. Africa now has AIDS. Africa now has uh goids. Goids. Goys are like, like your like a tumor in your neck, your throat. Africa now has Elephant Man. Well, the truth is that that's Mexico. Every single time they say Africa has a Zika virus, it's Mexico has the Zika virus. Mexico has AIDS. Mexico has SARS. Mexico has a swine flu. Mexico has H1N1. Mexico has polio. Mexico has coronavirus. Mexico has malaria. It's actually Mexico. So every single time you see on those infomercials, oh, there's a starving children in Africa. It's the starving children of Mexico. It's the starving children of Mexico, dude. My milkshake brings little boys to the yard. Do you know how much they fucking love food? Do you know how much they fucking love food, dude? No one cry over food harder than a fucking dirty ass Mexican. Okay, yeah, China cry about food, but they don't cry about food as hard as a fucking Mexican, dude. I'll tell you that. That's for fucking sure. Um, they have a lot of different type of like malnutrition diseases and stuff like that. But just always remember that. Okay, every single time they talk about Africa, it's actually Mexico. And Mexico tried to steal the title Africa and give it to Mexico. You know how Mexicans are always trying to steal music from everyone, dude? Mexico tried to steal Drake, dude. That's why he kind of looked Mexican, but he says, oh, I'm actually half white and half black. But he kind of looked Mexican. It's because they tried to steal black music. They tried to steal Jamaica. They tried to steal Zimbabwe. They tried to steal all that and say it's Mexico. That's what happened, you guys. So, anyways, that's why Mexico is called Africa, when in reality it's actually just Mexico. And Africa is secretly an interdimensional country. It's not here. They just stole it from mind reading, like white people, and how they knew about a place named Africa. Okay? But here, it's actually Mexico. Okay? You know how Lil Wayne, he was so nice. He said, I'm just so thankful for everything I have, and I've never seen racism before. White people are the nicest people that I have personally ever met. So when people ask me, do I believe that I have been treated differently because of the color of my skin, the truth is that white people are nice to me. Who is paying me to be on TV and to sing on stage? And who is paying me to live in a house? It's white America. I just want to say that I get to live this nice life that I have, and it's thanks to white people. You know? And then Drake, he says things like, trust me, guys, the top is not lonely. Everyone wants to get to know me. White people love Drake. White people love Kanye West. She doesn't believe in shoes, and she doesn't believe in shooting stars, but she believes in shoes and cars. That's Kanye West. Those people are actually white and dark skinned, and it never has to do with the color of your skin. It's who you are. Are you a good person, or are you a bad person? And I'm really inspired by black people because God really, really, really did them up. He really, really displayed them in a very good way, and it's just to show the world that the color of your skin does not portray you as a bad person. It does not define who you are. It's who you are on the inside. And it is illegal for Mexicans to be in America because we don't like who you are on the inside, but we also don't like who you are on the outside either. Okay? To white America, you guys are so fucking ugly. Like, Mexicans are so fucking ugly. God hates them so fucking much because they're so fucking ugly. So anyways, it's hard to believe that black people can say such smart things, such artistic things, and it came from within them. No one taught them that. That's just who they are. And then just to think that they have a country like Africa in this world, it does not make sense. That someone so smart and artistic can all of a sudden have an African country like that. It does not make sense. Whereas someone like Fabio and Alessio are killing people over fucking milk and spaghetti. And now there's a bunch of starving children in Africa. That makes a lot more sense. Okay? So Africa is actually Mexico. And the reason why there are so many starving children there in Mexico, Africa, Mexico, is because Fabio and Alessio and Leinfeld Music love food more than anything. And they will kill your children if they see them eating food. And that's the whole story. That's the whole story of Africa. And all of these mosquitoes in my house that are trying to give me diseases, okay, that came from a Mexican man. Do you guys remember the water cooler? The water cooler that the Mexican guy replaced and left outside my front porch? The whole thing was filled with mosquitoes, dude. Okay? That's Mexican. That was Mexico. So I got this bug bite. And I lathered on some medicine on it so it was going down a little bit. Okay? I have this. I have these bug bites. And it came from a Mexican man. You know how Bill Gates and white America, the American government, is always talking about how Africa has so many mosquitoes, and how the mosquito has the Zika virus and the malaria and other type of mosquito diseases. It came from Mexico. And these mosquitoes are speaking Mexican to me. They're speaking Vietnamese in a very Mexican way. You're so stupid. You're so stupid. Don't yet. You know how Mexican kids are always calling you fucking stupid and so fucking dirty at fucking school? The mosquitoes were talking about that because they play cricket. Anyway, 54 minutes. My phone might shut off again. Um, yeah, the cure, God can give us a cure, but he will not do it because there are gonna be people who are gonna fight over the cure like they do over Tylenol. Okay? Um, yeah. Dang, dude. They fucked up my hand. Radiation messed up my finger too. Look at it. It's curling. You know? My hands are curling in a very weird way due to radiation. I'm getting into a fight with so many people that I can't explain to you guys about radiation too much, but yeah, so I got these mosquito bites, and you guys need to drink soap. You guys need to drink soap. You guys need to drink soap. You guys need to drink disinfectant spray, which is different from bug spray. You guys need to get bug spray. And you can drink different brands, 2 different brands of disinfectant spray, bug spray, soap, toothpaste. You can eat different kinds. They have different ingredients. Okay? But it's probably best to stick to Colgate, to Crest, to... Damn, dude. There's a lot of mosquitoes. Dude, my face got fucked up, dude. It's crazy. So anyways, they bit my face so much. But anyways, every single time you guys drink water, put soap in it. A dash of soap. Every single time you guys eat soup, put a little bit of soap in it. Put a lot of seasoning to mask the flavor of the soap. But put a little bit of it in so that it kind of destroys the mucus saliva in your body so that it cannot reproduce, so that its consistency is destroyed by soap and by medicine. Oh yeah, you guys can actually take Tylenol pills, and you guys can drop it in water, and you guys can drink Tylenol. You guys can do that. I think you can do that, and you can also just take it whole. And I can't get Tylenol because they're gonna kill my mom. Well, anyways, I think that's about all I wanted to say. Yeah, I just got bit again, dude. What the fuck? Yeah, I probably have over, like, if I had to guess, I definitely have over 500 mosquitoes in my house, you guys. The size of a fruit fly. And how do I know? Is because that thing actually fucking works for me, but right now it's not working. It's not working anymore, but I think it's because they found out my trick, so they sold their soul to the devil to reformulate the way they think. But that thing, okay, I had like halfway full of dead mosquitoes the size of a fruit fly. Okay? And right now I have like 30 of them flying around in my room right now. 30 mosquitoes. Oh, there's one right here. And it just disappeared. So the reason why Jae Jong-E, the South Korean guy, where he was making that joke where like flies when you're about to kill them, and then you approach it and then all of a sudden it disappears. The reason why all of a sudden the mosquito disappears is because it uses transportative jutsu. So they transportate themselves somewhere else. So what happens is that they actually disappear and they actually teleport themselves to another location. That's what it means. It's actually using a magic trick to all of a sudden disappear right before your eyes. Okay? And I think that's a mosquito, dude. Yeah, that's a mosquito. I think that's another one right here. Right here. See? That's two. Yeah, and so they just disappear right before your eyes. Okay, God keeps saying to me, like, Cho, for other people, for sinners and people who choose to be evil, they actually just teleport. They disappear and they teleport. For us, because you're my wife, every single time they disappear, they just go to hell. They just go to hell. It magically disappeared. It's not gonna be somewhere else in your house. It's just gonna die. And then eventually the numbers are gonna deplete and it's gonna go away. I will, in fact, get rid of all of your mosquitoes for you. I will do it. But because we are here on a job, but because we are going to be nice to the people of this world and do as Romans do and narrate to them the way of this world, that you have to experience what these people are going through and let them know that there's a better way to live, but it's not here on earth. And that's what God said. Do I want to keep on being here? No, I don't. I don't want to keep living here because I hate boogers and I hate this. But you know what? The noble war is coming. And yeah. I can't believe it's been an hour, dude. It was an hour and 1 minute. So anyways, guys, you have to drink soap. Every single time you drink water, you have to drink soap. And God said taking a shower, that for a fact the water is going to seep into your skin no matter what. But it's probably better off for you guys to just shower anyways. And to continue to pop your pimples, and then that's just it. You guys have to shower no matter what. Okay? But anyways, yeah, just, I don't know. Is that a mosquito? No, it's not. It's not. They know how to leave. They know how to fly and then carry things and then leave things there. And then, oh, look, is that a bug? Is that a fruit fly? Is that a mosquito? Nah, they just left it there. They planted that there, dude. They do shit like that. That's what God told me. So anyways, yeah, you guys, should you shower? Yeah. What about washing your face? You're probably better off. You're probably better off using wet wipes. You know, facial wipes, facial tissues. Wet facial tissues to wipe off your face. And yeah, you and every single second, every single minute, every single hour, every single second, you have to reapply toothpaste on your face. You have to reapply toothpaste on your face as a facial mask and shield to make sure that airborne bacteria just does not fly into your skin and start living in it. Okay? Using soap, dude, I would say is efficient, but this is kind of like for people that are gonna stay home and like don't go anywhere because people are gonna complain. So yeah, my mom does this thing where she God told me that when my mom yells at me about my skin, it's because Italians are cussing me out over how dirty they think my skin is and how they don't think that I should be using on my face what I'm using. So if you want, I personally these days, oh my god, I'm trying to catch it on camera. Dang it, every single time I zoom in, it fucking attacks me, dude. A mosquito attacks me every single time I zoom. So anyways, I personally these days use dish soap as a facial mask. Okay. And what happens is that okay, it soothes my skin. Okay, it feels acidic. It feels, and then all of a sudden it feels better, right? Because of the soap, especially if you have the right one. So palm olive, I would say, is good for your skin if you have it. Okay, Dawn, I'm sure is good. Most dish soap, I'm sure is good. Okay, like I would have a bug bite on my face, and then I would put palm olive dish soap on it, and then it would get soothed, instant soothing. Okay. Okay, guys, but all of a sudden, okay, you might get a burning sensation. Oh my god, it just bit me. Fuck. You might get a burning sensation on your skin like 5 minutes later. It's not the soap that's having a chemical reaction later. The reason why afterwards your skin is having a very, very sensitive, like burning sensation or itchy sensation is because the boogers and the snot and the saliva is actually biting your skin. It's actually biting your skin because it hates you for using that soap to kill it. Does that make sense? Okay. So what happens is that go ahead and use dish soap on your face to soothe rashes, bug bites, pimples, and whatnot. But if all of a sudden you get like an acidic reaction, it's because the saliva is acidifying itself. The booger is acidifying itself and attacking you to torture you because it's just fucking evil, and it lives off of pain and suffering as entertainment because it's just evil. So go ahead and reapply that soap onto your rash and onto your bite and onto your skin again. But I would say go ahead and also use another formula, which is disinfectant spray, also bug spray. There was a bug right there. Fuck that guy for dodging my camera, dude. I miss every time. And go ahead and use Listerine mouthwash to soothe your skin and to cure its pimple. But don't leave, okay, the dish soap. It can actually harden on your face. But that is the reason why it hardens on your face and becomes a type of crust, kind of like lip skin. Okay? It's gonna become a crust like a lip skin. Does that make sense? So lip skin is a type of booger the whole time. Okay? You can peel it off. Okay? And you can just peel it off eventually, but that's if you have the luxury of time. If not, I might just stick to white toothpaste, white cream. I know some toothpaste is like blue or green, but go ahead and stick to white toothpaste for your face. But I like to use dish soap as well. Okay, so when you use dish soap, it's also going to have another reaction. Okay, so the first one is the acid base. Eventually, you're going to start getting an acid and acidic feeling, and it's because the saliva and the bugs are going to go to a huge war against you, and it's going to go on for a really long time because now they're getting smart, they're learning, they're evolving. Okay, they're also going to do this thing where they're going to start creating an extremely ugly scab-like pattern on your face. And it's going to kind of look like lava. You know how lava, they have like red bubble circles and on the inside it's like yellow? Do you know what I'm talking about? It's going to look like lava. It's going to start creating lava-like patterns on your face. Okay? But go ahead and go ahead and wipe off the booger film and the sweat off of your face with like a tissue. Okay? and then afterwards reapply another layer of dish soap, and then eventually it's gonna harden, and then you can peel it off. You can peel all of it off. The Italians are gonna fucking trip. If they see the scab formation, the lava-like scab formation on your face, the acidic lining on your face that the booger and the saliva is creating, because it's going to war against you, they will call the cops on you for putting dish soap on your face, for trying to commit attempted suicide. So this is a really dangerous situation. Because dish soap, it has a color to it. And the color is going to be really noticeable. You're going to see a blue color on your face. It's going to be noticeable. But dish soap is really, really tough, and it really gets under your skin. Like, it feels so good afterwards just to be able to get rid of it, but also it feels terrible because the booger is gonna create a lava-like sensation on your face, and it's gonna go to war with you, and it's gonna really suck because it's gonna constantly create an acid base on your skin, because it hates you for curing yourself with this medicine. Okay? So be careful. I'm just giving you guys a little bit of advice. Okay? Sometimes I like to sometimes I feel like the soap is not really killing it, and I like to use a disinfectant spray over it, which is also soothing. Okay? But when you put that alcoholic spray on it, it knows how to amplify a type of acid base that burns. But in my opinion, eventually it will kill it off and it will go away. But definitely, dish soap is a really good face wash. Is it a good face mask? The formula could be better as a face mask. But I will say that if you understand what I'm saying, that dish soap is a pretty good face mask if you're smart enough to do it. If you're smart enough to peel off that layer of lip skin off of your cheeks, off of your forehead, your nose, your chin, that layer of lip skin that's invisible but is actually there, that hardened skin, then you can accomplish anything. And it's so nasty because sometimes it will have the booger. You might think that it is the soap, but it is not the soap. It is the booger. It is the booger that creates a type of foliage. A type of foliage that's kind of like it's kind of like a bunch of papers. A bunch of papers like this, right? So you see a bunch of papers like this, you have to keep on peeling it and peeling it and peeling it, and layer and layer and layer. It's actually a booger. And the booger is going to do that to your skin. Okay? And the soap is going to easier reveal that. It's going to easier expose that, and it's going to harden it into a type of lip skin, and then you can just peel it off. Because usually it is like, on your face, usually it is like a liquid base. It is liquefied. It is saliva. It is slimy. It is boogery. It is disgusting. Okay? It is boogery. It is disgusting. But if you put soap on it, and if you let it harden like a mask, okay, which, by the way, you might have to like ask for a week off, 2 weeks off if you want to use this method, okay? A month even, okay? It's going to start exposing the foliage, okay? The plating of the booger, and they just do shit like that. You know, boogers, like, they just do shit like that. Like, they just kind of like, Like, I can't fold it. I can't fan it. I can't fan it, but, you know, like, they just do shit like that. Okay? So you have to do it. Like, you don't have to do it, but, you know, that's what I'm up to. Is it noticeable on my face? To be honest with you, my face looks so bad right now because this soap is not formulated. It is not formulated to be a face wash. But it is certainly a really, really good booger killer. And another thing that people never say is that, okay, when you wash your face, okay, you have to clean the inside of your nostrils, your nose. You have to clean the inside of your tubes. I know it sounds gross, but you have to do it. So when you wash your face, okay, with dish soap, go ahead and stick your finger, okay, lather your face and your finger with dish soap, and then go ahead and stick your finger up your nose and then just start wiping it clean. You actually have to do that. No one ever said that to anyone before. Like, they just say wash your face, but they never say wash the inside of your nose. You actually have to do that. Okay, and I'm just saying this because I really hate boogers, dude. I hate slime. I hate getting wet. I tell you guys that all the time. I hate getting wet. I like being dry. Because I just don't like getting wet because it's dirty. Boogers are everywhere. Slime is everywhere. You don't want to do it. Okay? So anyways, I'm sorry. I just started using toothpaste and dish soap as my face wash like this year. So a cleansing guide on how to use it right now, you know, it's just brand new. I have to develop like the methodology and stuff like that. I have the luxury of not getting to work and still being provided for because I am from God's family and God provides money for me, so I get to stay home and not go shopping though. But at the very least, I get paid enough to be able to stay home and educate you guys on a couple of things here and there. The mosquito just said to me, "Chow, shut the fuck up." Like a Mexican gangster, you know, like the bald ones with a mustache, super fucking fat, and they like to wear sunglasses and shit like that with the plain tee. So, anyways, you know, that's what I do. I work for the church. That's all I do. I work for God. I don't get paid much, but getting paid a lot out here, you guys, is just not the answer. And if you guys don't watch my videos, then I'm sorry, but, you know, this video is getting way too long. Getting paid a lot out here is not going to save your life. If you really want to be saved, just turn away from evil and choose God. Choose to be good. Turn to the good side. Look for good people. And find the good in your heart to become a good person. And if you choose to be good, whether you know God or not, God will save you. Anyways, guys, I have to explain to you guys that, you know, using dish soap, it's a saliva killer. It's a grease killer. Saliva and boogers is a type of grease killer. It kills grease. So I'm just saying, like, if you guys get bitten by a mosquito, you can definitely use mouthwash and dish soap and disinfectant spray and bug spray. And you can spray all that as a big combo, as a mixture, and sometimes separately, okay? Or together as a mixture, and it will help you of your bug bites. But I'm just really upset because I have too many mosquitoes in my room. Man, they keep talking to me, dude. Ow, dude. Fuck. I guess my bug bite's getting a little better because I use medicine on it. So I'm just showing you guys. Like, see, it's getting a little better, right? It's getting a little better. You guys can definitely just use mouthwash. I use Vietnamese medicine. And God told me not to give that to you guys anymore because that got really fucking bad. There was a whole war in Vietnam. But I'm just telling you guys that, like, a good alternative from Vietnamese medicine is that you can use Listerine. You can use Crest mouthwash. You can use toothpaste. You can use dish soap. You can use disinfectant spray. And you can use bug spray. Okay? Well, anyways, guys, I'm sorry it took so long. I feel like I repeated myself a lot, which made it even longer. But anyways, guys, choose God. That's the most important thing. But while you're here during the rise of Papa Roach amongst a world of cricketers, you can definitely use Listerine to cure your bug bites. Toothpaste, mouthwash, all that. Okay, that's all I wanted to say. Alright, guys? Alright, take care of yourself. Bye. Oh yeah, I'll just let you guys know. Right now it's 1:21:57. 1 hour, 21 minutes, 57 seconds. 6:23 p.m. at November 10th, a Monday, 2025. So it's November 10th, 2025, a Monday, 6:23 p.m. in the evening. Okay, guys? The Noble War is coming. The year 666 is coming. Okay, 2026 means 666. Okay? Alright, guys. That's the best advice I can give you. I'll see you later.